If you're confused with all the changes for the 2022 season, then you've landed at the perfect place, because in this video, I'll try to go over all the changes in a simple manner. And what's more, you'll get to know where the races are happening, what's changing, and how the points are getting awarded for both Formula 1 and Formula 2.
Thank you!
So stay tuned till the end of the video before leaving a comment. As always, about half the races will take place in Europe, topping with 12 venues. Then there are 5 in Asia, mostly Middle East, and then 5 in the Americas. And the one race in Australia. July and October will host as many as 4 races per month. Australia, Canada, Japan and Singapore have all returned to the calendar after a 2-year absence due to the pandemic. And then there is a new arrival, it's the Miami Grand Prix. Way to go, America! Congratulations on the second race. Here in India, we have none. All of it makes 2022 calendar a record-breaking year with 23 races. 14 of these 23 locations will also host Formula 2 races. That means F2 will have as many as 28 races this year. For racing fanatics, that's quite a feast. Given the dreadful lengthy breaks we had to suffer in 2021, this is absolutely outstanding. One notable aspect is that Imola will host an F2 race for the first time. As you know, Honda has withdrawn from Formula 1 for the 100th time, but they will still supply engine components to Red Bull, so that means technically they're still in the game. While Alfa Romeo has let go of both of its drivers, and Alex Albon will make a return to Formula 1, who also brings along a neighbor, so Guan Yu Zhou becomes the first ever Chinese driver to race in Formula 1. While in Formula 2, as many as 7 drivers will make their debut, including Formula 3 champion Denis Hauger. In other high-profile exits, reigning champion Oscar Piastri and vice champion Robert Schwarzman will take on test driving jobs at Alpine and Ferrari, while Christian Lundgaard will race in the IndyCar series. Over at the Constructors, Van Amersfoort Racing will replace HWA Racelab as HWA exit Formula 2 to focus more on Formula 3 racing. So let's look at what all the fuss is about. There are 2 key reasons behind the new regulations: narrow the gap between the fastest and the slowest teams, improve racing by enabling cars to overtake, a basic requirement in any form of racing, which was not a common thing in Formula 1 in recent years. For the first time since the 1980s, the technical regulations will allow ground effects to be used again. This will be combined with simplifying the bodywork, making the cars underneath the primary source for aerodynamic grip, and reduces the turbulent air in the wake of the cars, allowing drivers to follow each other closer. You will also no longer see these. The barge boards, the front wing end plates are simplified. What's more, teams will be limited to the number of aerodynamic changes during the course of a weekend and throughout the season. These guidelines are put in place to reduce costs. The championship will go from 13-inch to 18-inch wheels. These wheels were being tested in Formula 2 from the 2020 season. The use of tyre warmers was originally proposed to be prohibited, but were later retained following the opposition from Pirelli. From this year, tyre warmers will become a standard piece of equipment, forcing all the teams to use the same product. The eventual plan is to phase them out by 2024. Formula 2 will adapt a new scoring format for the championship. Pole position and fastest lap points will be dropped by half, with 2 points for the pole and 1 for the fastest lap in each race. The sprint race scoring system will also be drastically changed, with 10 points to the winner, 8 for second, 6 for third, and so on. You can watch my Formula 1 season predictions over here.